Thank you.
Court calls the case People versus Stephen Asosi.
Bridget Coons on behalf of Mr. Asosi. If you can, state your name for the record.
Stefan Asosi.
Gunnar, this is a pre-trial date. I think it's best that we address the bond violation in the file. There's a bond violation for late test. It doesn't appear that he ever tested positive for alcohol.
Is there a new one?
The last one I have is from March 26th. He did get a scram tether placed in lieu of the sober link to try and cure this.
I think we addressed that on this March 6th because did he get a scram tether?
He did. He got it in the, I believe, what was it, Thursday? A new report came out on March 26th. And then he was.
I don't have that report.
Okay. I have a copy. He was ordered at that time by Chambers to go get a scram tether, which he
Yes,
did do.
That's what he did.
We do not have any report yet on the scram tether.
All right, so he's on a scram at this point.
Yeah.
All right, great. Thank you. All right, what are we doing?
There was a plea offer inside this case. If Mr. Iser would still like to continue, Ms. Barroso did say that she'd like to see no violations prior to, but the plea was to plead to count 1 and then exchange for dismissal of count 2.
But that offer was made when? The only reason I'm asking about timing is because it seems Ms. Barroso wants more time to pass to make sure we don't have violations before.
Yes.
Take advantage of that.
Yeah, and that was made about 2 weeks ago, so
Got it.
my assumption.
That is correct, Jerome.
So what I will do in this case, I'll adjourn it to May 1st, 2024. 9 a.m. or as you're invited.
And then can I quickly address bond? We'd just be asking for a motion to travel to Las Vegas. He won a trip through his work. He was the #1 seller where from April 14th to April 17th, he got a full paid trip for a driving experience. And then I have proof of that.
You want me to send him to Vegas?
Yes, Your Honor.
So April 14th through the 17th?
Yes.
You realize that there's a violation, there's no deal.
Yes.
Okay. well,
I
I'll
understand.
let
I explained that to
I'll
him.
let him roll the dice. So to speak. Defendant may travel to Nevada. April, was it 14th through 17th?
Yes.
14th through April 17th inclusive. Thank you. Let's call the case, People versus Attorney D. Jackson.
Just rise on the people. Oh, we haven't appointed this one yet. However, it's an arraignment. We did provide insurance on this riser. That's correct.
Ma'am, come up to the podium. Your name?
Attorney D. Jackson.
All right, before we begin, who escorted you to the court today?
Myself.
Pardon?
Myself.
Or were you with
My grandfather.
your grandfather?
Yeah.
All right, sir. I realize you wanted her case called, but I'll just give this admonition. I call the cases in order as I have them by their blocks. We're not gonna call this thing at 9 o'clock. And I don't appreciate ever my staff being yelled at. Or you trying to send them back to pose a question to me.
Well, you know what, Your Honor? Okay, y'all sent out a letter saying 9 o'clock, all right? If y'all do so.
Ma'am, sir,
Yes, sir.
it isn't even your case. So have a seat. Have a seat. Have a seat. I've given my admonition. That's the way that it will roll. Ms. Reiser, you have something on this case?
Yes, Your Honor. The public defender did provide me with proof of now there is an insurance policy for 6 months. Given that pre-arraignment, I would move to dismiss the charge.
And you're not on the case. Ms. Jackson, you have any objection to dismissal? Case is dismissed. Thank you, ma'am. Court calls the case, People versus Belal Howard.
Mr. Reiser, on behalf of the people.
Bridget Coons on behalf of Mr. Howard. State your name for the record.
Belal Howard. Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, we'd be looking to set this one up for final settlement.
Jury final settlement conference will be set for June. You know, how many people have I taken into custody today?
One.
Just one?
Yeah.
There was almost two. And I tried so hard. I'm proud of me.
Good job.
June 7th, 2024. Mr. Howard's like, he's not talking about me, Mr. I said, I could see him sweating. June 7th, 2024, that's at 9 a.m. Jury selection, sir, will be June 10th, if necessary, 2024 at 8:30. Both of those proceedings are in person. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's not the case of the People versus Aanna Johnson.
Bridget Coons on behalf of Ms. Johnson. State your name for the record.
Aanna Johnson.
Your Honor, this one also has a bond.
Oh, yes, it does.
So there is a few late tests, quite a few. I did speak to Ms. Johnson. She was under the impression that the test was supposed to be from 9 a.m. till 12 p.m. And that kind of does reflect on these missed tests, as almost all of them, or late tests, as most of them are submitted between the 9 to 12, it looks like.
Well, except for, no, I see what you're saying, but then on the 12th, she seemed to miss both. Like she missed two of her testing. Look on March 12th, the 6 to 9 a.m. was missed, and then the 12 to 3 was missed, and there was no retest on that one. That same thing happened on the 17th, where the 12 to 3, there was no retest.
Okay, on March 12th, I do see one was submitted at 9:34. She gets off of work at.
Right,
1
no,
Yeah,
hold on, I just want to make sure we're clear. On the 12th, there are two tests. If you look at the very first two entries, the first test, it was a 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. test. She didn't test until 9:34. Then on that same date, there's a test between 12 to 3. That one she missed entirely
I see.
and didn't retest.
Well, I have had the opportunity to clarify the time for her. We anticipate no further violations. After all this, she has never tested positive once for alcohol. So we'd be asked that she be allowed to continue on bond, and then to adjourn this to allow more tests to come through to prove that she is a good candidate going forward for resolution on this case.
Is she really going to be able to do this? Because if I do that, any more missed tests, then she's going to go.
Okay, I just need to know what times I need to know the correct time.
Well, they gave you the time.
That's what I'm saying though. So that's on, they gave, on the paper, it say from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. and then one from 12 to like 3 o'clock. And then the other one say 9 to 12 a.m.
Well, yeah.
So
Okay.
I got my alarm clock set for 9 o'clock p.m., 1:30 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. That's not right.
So you're basically, your alarm clock is going off a half an hour into the testing schedule.
Is it?
Well, I don't know.
I think you
Okay,
need to,
look, ma'am, the test that you're missing, Miss Coombs is right. The 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. test fundamentally is the test that you're missing.
Okay, so I'm just taking it too late.
Yes,
Okay.
but that's a miss.
so you gotta reset your alarm maybe to 9 or 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Or 7.
Yeah.
Or 6.
Yep.
Somehow or another, that 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. test, you've got to get in.
Okay.
You're right, you do tests, but some of these tests are an hour and a half, almost 2 hours after the end of that period.
Okay.
And so what I'm saying is, I'll give you another shot, but you need to understand something. If I have another missed test, because I should really consider all of these tests positive. Okay. But if I give you that chance, if I have another missed test,
I'm gonna go to
then I got it. Yeah, I got to do what I got to do. Now, the other option is I can switch you over because of this violation. I can switch you over to a scram test.
What is that? On my ankle?
Yes.
Why are you yelling at me?
I'm not yelling.
I'm giving you, normally I don't give options. I don't know why I feel so generous today. I know, it's like unusual.
On your ankle, you don't even.
Usually if I had a report like this, ma'am, I'm gonna tell you, you'd be going to jail right now.
Okay.
So what would you like to do? Take the chance that I let you go and you test on time, or you want to scram test?
Is that gonna like dig into my ankle and like, how do that work? I don't know what that is, so I gotta ask.
They put it around your ankle,
Uh,
and then if there's any alcohol consumption, we're gonna know.
how long I gotta wear it?
I guess the best answer until I say you don't. I know this is hard because
I can't walk around.
no,
with
it's I know fashion. Go girl.
Yeah, I can't walk around
I
with
mean, I don't
tether
know.
on my
What do you
ankle.
want me to say?
I'll just do the blow. I'll
You
just
really?
Yeah, I'll do it on time. I'm gonna change my alarm. I can't walk around with no tether.
Really?
I mean, if I ain't got no
you
choice,
could.
I mean, I could, but if I got a choice, I'd rather blow.
I know. Emily, your tether didn't go with any of your outfits, did it?
Like what?
I'm sorry. I'm just. Okay, I'm sorry, Emily. Didn't mean to let that out like that. Defendant to have no further missed tests. When did you want this adjourned out to?
Can we have a month?
And I'll adjourn this. You gonna make it a month? What? Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm gonna make it.
I'm just at. Okay.
I'm gonna make it.
No, I'm gonna put it in the file. She said she gonna make it. Then when you don't, if she doesn't make it, don't be begging me to do anything different. I gave the warning.
Thank you. What was the date on that, Your Honor?
Seriously,
Sorry.
May 1st.
Thanks.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I think though that if you get a black outfit, the tether goes. It's okay. I'm just saying. Thank you. recalls the case of the people versus Sheriff Scott.
Judge Patrick Nine has P76343 on behalf of Ms. Scott. State your name, please, Ms. Scott.
Here, Scott.
Judge, so thank you for informing us about the bond violations, but we have,
You're welcome.
she admits that she missed them, but she has been seeing a mental health specialist to get on medicine to help with her panic attacks. She's been on it for about a month. She complained last week that they were making her tired. And the reason she got on them is because she wasn't sleeping well and was having panic attacks. So that's why we believe she was missing the test, because she couldn't get herself up and stuff. So just like the last person, assured me that she won't.
No council has learned.
Yes. Well, usually I'm on Zoom in front of you, Judge, so
I know. We were actually mentioning that because I've never seen, I don't think you've been in person.
no.
No. But go ahead.
So I'm asking to give her another chance, asking for an adjournment. I think we're gonna get close to resolving this case by the time we come back. Like I said,
Okay.
have discovery.
In all seriousness, they're adjusting your medication. So,
And to be honest, she's only been on it for about a month now. So the first
right.
tests were,
And so my concern is just like, well, not quite like the last person, but I can do this, but if you miss another test, we're gonna have a problem.
Understood.
Or I can switch you to scram.
I'm okay with the blow. I'm just going,
You're okay with,
blowing in the sober leave, Your Honor.
you don't want to,
I'm with her with the whole ankle thing, because like if I go to work and then it just don't, I can't wear a dress. If I,
is that true? Okay, all right, I'm just checking. Let's do it this way, because your circumstances are a little bit different. Okay. I'll adjourn this to the 17th at 9. Then will that work, council?
April 17th at 9 a.m.
Yes.
Yes, Judge.
Or whatever time that whatever block you get it put into. Defendant to have no further missed test. All right. If you're still going through the medication protocol, if there are missed tests, I'm gonna need some documentation of something. Otherwise, I'm gonna follow normally what I do. Understood, ma'am?
yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right.
Thank you very much, Judge.
Thank you.
See you live in about 2 weeks.
Yes, sir. Did you call Andy in? See, but I was kind. I was. Court calls the case, people versus Kelly Kalmbach.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Warren Cleary on behalf of to rise our mayor. Can you state your name, please? Kelly Comach.
We do.
We're asking for an adjournment. This is the first time we're meeting, so I need some
So
time.
you
to-
had no idea who she was?
I didn't know she
All
was
right,
here.
never mind.
We haven't had any contact, so I'd like some time to speak with her.
Is this thing here? All right, what I will do with these is I'll adjourn these out May 1st. There are 2 cases, May 1st, 2024, 9 a.m. Where's your invite indicates?
Thank you. I just want to make sure I have the right number. Okay. Okay, I'll call you.
Court calls case people versus Alexis Kiry.
Bridget Coons on behalf of Ms. Kersey, who is in the hallway.
Why?
I think she's a little scared of you.
Wow. Wow. Wow,
Can I go
Oh,
up?
okay.
wow, wow,
I think-
really, Coons? She went into the hallway because she's scared of me?
She has a child, Your Honor.
My babysitter canceled on me, so I'm sorry.
Pardon?
My babysitter canceled on me, so I'm sorry. I had to.
Why? I like babies.
Okay, that's good. She's a good baby.
What?
She's a good baby.
Oh, she's been wonderful.
She's a good baby.
When I saw her walk in, how old?
She's 1.
1?
Yeah.
Oh, look at you. I know. I had that effect on people. All right.
Your Honor, Ms. Kersey was going to plead guilty as charged with the offer for deferred sentence.
She's gonna plead to a retail fraud second
Correct,
with a deferred.
correct.
That's correct.
You're a mom, so I don't know how you're gonna entirely do this, but can you raise your right hand?
I sure.
Okay, yeah, I knew you were gonna get it. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, state your name for the record.
Alexis Kiry.
All right. Ma'am, it's this court's understanding that you're gonna plead guilty to the charge of retail fraud in second degree. That is a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 1 year incarceration, a $2,000 fine plus court costs. The fine could be increased to 3 times the value of the property taken. If that's greater than $2,000, that would become the maximum fine. Do you understand that? And understanding all of that, you still wish to plead guilty. And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes.
You signed an advice of rights form today. Any questions regarding any of those rights?
No.
Please look at paragraph 5. You'll see a copy on the podium. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand that by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Yes.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes.
What's she reaching for? No, you take whatever you want. All right. You're not on probation or parole?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today to get you to plead?
No.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No.
You're doing this voluntarily
Yes.
of your own free will and because you believe that you're guilty of this offense?
Yes.
Like May 29, 2023, at the location of 3825 Carpenter Road, Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan. What'd you do at Meyer that makes you think that you're guilty?
I paid for a birthday cake for her, and then I walked out with some lawn chairs and a grill because I couldn't afford to pay for it.
But it was her birthday?
It was.
You didn't have anybody's permission to take that property, did you?
No, sir.
The property that you took was property that was offered for sale by Meyer. And this is on value. Was the aggregate amount of the property that you didn't pay for, was that in excess of $200?
I believe so is what they told me it was.
We'd be willing to stipulate those between 200 to 1,000, Your Honor.
With that stipulation, counsel, have I complied with the court rule? Would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
Yes, sure.
On behalf of Ms. Ryder, you had your.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to this charge.
I listened, so I'll let her know.
Okay, very good. Defendant is referred to probation for a pre-sentence investigation and report. Sentencing in this matter will be
May 8th at 9 a.m.
May 8th, 2024, 9 a.m. Bond in this case will continue.
Thank you.
All righty, thank you. Conrad took care of you, Mr. Chairman.
Just letting me know. I appreciate it.
Court does call the case People versus Joanna Lions.
Mr. Riser, we have the people.
Bridget Coons on behalf of Ms. Lyons. State your name for the record.
Joanna Lions.
Your Honor, Ms. Lyons has provided a valid temporary operator's license in exchange for dismissal of the case.
That's correct, Your Honor, the people.
Hearing no objection, case is dismissed. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day.